Law 25. Recreate yourself is about mastering the art of self-transformation, a dynamic and powerful tool in the pursuit of influence and control. This law teaches that those who can reshape and reinvent themselves will always be in a position of power, while those who remain static or trapped in their current identities will become predictable and vulnerable. In a world where power is often tied to perception, reinventing yourself allows you to craft your own image, escape limitations, and strategically navigate through various phases of your life and career. Recreating yourself is not just about cosmetic changes or surface-level alterations. It's about fundamentally redefining who you are in the eyes of others and, sometimes, even to yourself. This law speaks to the power of identity. Your identity is not fixed. It is malleable, fluid, and subject to change based on your decisions. By understanding this, you can take control of how you are perceived and ultimately, how others react to you. Reinventing yourself gives you the ability to break free from societal expectations, escape pigeonholing, and consistently surprise those around you, keeping them off balance and unable to predict your next move. At its core, self-recreation is an act of creativity and imagination. To recreate yourself is to recognize that your identity is not something you are born with, but something you can sculpt. You are the artist, and your life is your canvas. The most powerful people throughout history have understood this, whether through conscious image-making or by cultivating personas that played into the desires and fears of others. By taking control of the narrative surrounding you, you seize control of the opportunities, influence, and respect that come your way. One of the key benefits of recreating yourself is the ability to escape your past. Many people find themselves trapped by their past identities, whether it's mistakes they've made, roles they've been placed in, or expectations that others have for them. But if you master the art of reinvention, you are never bound by your history. You can create new opportunities for yourself by shedding the skin of your former self and emerging as someone new. This power to reinvent is particularly crucial when facing situations where your old identity no longer serves you or where your reputation has become a hindrance. Recreation also allows you to keep your enemies, competitors, or rivals at bay. If people can easily categorize or define you, they can strategize against you. By constantly evolving and reinventing yourself, you make it harder for others to understand your motives, predict your actions, or counter your moves. A static identity is like a sitting target. It's easy to hit. But if you are always shifting, like a moving target, you become elusive, unpredictable, and ultimately harder to defeat. Moreover, recreating yourself is a way to avoid stagnation. In the pursuit of power, stagnation is the enemy. If you remain stuck in one version of yourself, you will eventually become irrelevant. People lose interest, opportunities dry up, and your influence wanes. But by continually reinventing yourself, you stay relevant, interesting, and dynamic. Reinvention helps you adapt to changing circumstances, allowing you to remain flexible and ready for new challenges. However, reinvention requires more than just a change in outward appearance. True self-recreation starts internally. It involves shifting your mindset, your goals, and the way you see the world. When you reinvent yourself, it should come from a place of deep understanding about who you are and what you want to become. Superficial changes, like dressing differently or altering your mannerisms, can help shape perception, but lasting reinvention requires a shift in how you approach life. The best reinventions are those that align your external persona with your internal evolution. The concept of self-reinvention also means that you are always playing a role, and in some ways, life becomes a performance. The world is your stage, and you are the star actor, constantly shifting roles depending on the situation. This does not mean that you become inauthentic or deceitful. Rather, it means you learn to control the mask you present to the world. As Shakespeare said, "All the world's a stage. The powerful understand this better than anyone. They recognize that everyone plays a part in their own narrative, and they take control of that role to guide their destiny. This idea of performance and role-playing extends into every aspect of life, whether it's in business, social situations, or even personal relationships. Reinventing yourself allows you to take on the roles that are most beneficial to you in any given context. In one scenario, you may need to present yourself as a bold leader, in another, a humble servant, and in yet another, a wise mentor. Each role serves a different purpose, and by mastering the ability to shift between these roles effortlessly, you can navigate complex social and political landscapes with ease. One of the dangers of reinventing yourself is the risk of being perceived as insincere or manipulative. To avoid this, you must ensure that each reinvention feels natural and seamless. The key to successful reinvention is to make the change appear as though it is a natural progression, a new phase in your personal development, rather than a calculated move. When people sense authenticity in your transformation, they are more likely to embrace the new version of you. If your reinvention is seen as a desperate attempt to escape failure or to manipulate others, it will backfire, and you will lose trust and credibility. Recreating yourself also involves the strategic use of mystery. By constantly evolving, you keep others guessing about who you truly are and what you are capable of. This air of mystery can be powerful in its own right, as it forces others to pay attention to you, to remain curious about your next move. The more enigmatic and unpredictable you become, the more people are drawn to you, intrigued by the ever-changing persona you present. This sense of mystery allows you to control the narrative surrounding you, as people will fill in the gaps of your identity with their own assumptions, often granting you more power than you actually hold. To master this law, you must also be willing to take risks. Reinventing yourself often requires stepping outside of your comfort zone, trying new things, and embracing uncertainty. It can be unsettling to leave behind the safety of a well-established identity, but the rewards are immense for those who dare to take the plunge. By recreating yourself, you unlock new opportunities, forge new paths, and set yourself apart from the crowd. Reinvention is the key to staying ahead of the competition, to remaining relevant in a rapidly changing world. Ultimately, Law 25. Recreate yourself is about taking control of your destiny. Instead of letting the world define who you are, you define yourself. You are not at the mercy of circumstances, societal expectations, or other people's opinions. By mastering the art of reinvention, you can transform yourself into whoever you need to be in order to achieve your goals. Whether it's changing careers, reshaping your public image, or evolving into a more powerful version of yourself, the ability to recreate yourself is one of the most powerful tools in your arsenal. Those who understand this law will never be confined by the past or limited by their current circumstances. They will always have the power to shape their future.